Have you ever wondered what was happening as you watched the moon slowly fade away from view and turn red or brown in the night sky? A lunar eclipse is one of the most amazing astronomical events that can be witnessed from Earth, so that's what you were seeing. Hello, and welcome to our video on what is a moon eclipse and how does it happen. In this video, we'll look into the science of lunar eclipses, the various kinds of eclipses, and the cultural and historical significance of these natural phenomena. So get ready for one of the most magnificent phenomena in the universe as you set out on a thrilling voyage across space. What is a lunar eclipse? The moon passes through the shadow of the Earth during a lunar eclipse, which is a celestial phenomenon. When the moon and the sun are separated by the Earth during a lunar eclipse, the moon is covered by the Earth's shadow, which causes it to darken or turn red. How does a lunar eclipse happen? Lunar eclipses occur when the moon passes through the Earth's shadow. The penumbra and the umbra are the two shadows cast by the Earth. The inner, darker shadow is known as the umbra, whereas the penumbra is the outside shadow. During a lunar eclipse, the moon travels into the umbra of the Earth, darkening or turning red. Rayleigh scattering, a phenomenon, is the cause of the red coloration of the moon during a lunar eclipse. The sun's light is bent by the Earth's atmosphere, which causes the shorter blue wavelengths to disperse more widely than the longer red wavelengths. The moon then receives a reddish tint as a result of the red light reflecting off of it. Types of lunar eclipses. There are three different types of lunar eclipses: total, partial, and penumbral. Total lunar eclipse. When the moon cannot receive any light from the sun due to obstruction by the Earth, a total lunar eclipse occurs. The moon appears reddish-colored, commonly referred to as a blood moon, during a total lunar eclipse. Partial lunar eclipse. When only a segment of the moon enters the umbra of the Earth, there is a partial lunar eclipse. The moon only seems to be darkened or reddish in part during a partial lunar eclipse. Penumbral lunar eclipse. The moon enters the penumbra or outer shadow of the Earth to experience a penumbral lunar eclipse. The moon looks to be a little bit darker during a penumbral lunar eclipse, but the change is frequently small and difficult to see. Timing and frequency of lunar eclipses. A minimum of 2 lunar eclipses take place each year, which is a pretty regular occurrence. A lunar eclipse may not always be observed from every location on Earth. The relationship between the moon, Earth, and sun during a lunar eclipse determines how visible it will be. Because of the moon's orbit around the Earth, lunar eclipses occur at specific times. In relation to the Earth's orbit around the sun, the moon's orbit is tilted at an angle of around 5 degrees. Because of this, not every full moon sees the moon pass directly under the Earth's shadow. When the full moon and the moon are both traveling through the Earth's orbit at the same moment, a lunar eclipse takes place. Cultural significance of lunar eclipses. Many cultures from all over the world have been observing and documenting lunar eclipses for ages. Lunar eclipses have historically been interpreted in various cultures as a terrible omen or a warning of approaching doom. Lunar eclipses have historically been regarded in some cultures as a sign of rebirth and rejuvenation. The god's wrath was believed to be indicated by a lunar eclipse, and the ancient Greeks thought that sacrifices were required to calm the gods down. The moon is supposed to have been swallowed by the demon Rahu during a lunar eclipse in Hindu mythology. To frighten away the dragon that was believed to be devouring the moon, people in China used to make loud noises and fire arrows at the moon during lunar eclipses. In conclusion, lunar eclipses happen when the moon crosses into the Earth's shadow, causing a darkening or reddish color. Total, partial, and penumbral are the three types that exist. Lunar eclipses are common and have been watched and enjoyed by many cultures for ages. Their frequency is determined by the moon's orbit around the Earth. We sincerely hope you enjoyed and learned something from this movie. I appreciate you watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel if you like this video so that we can continue to bring you engaging material. Thanks for watching.